Do you struggle to stay motivated with your language learning? Things are going well, ticking over, and then suddenly not so much? Well, chances are it's probably not your fault. Hi, I'm Lindsay, a language learning expert passionate about helping you learn languages better. And in this video, we're going to be talking about 3 motivation myths when it comes to language learning. But before we get into it, this is one of our topics at Grace and Space this year. This is an annual online virtual retreat that I host for language learners like you who want to do more, who are feeling ambitious but aren't really interested in the hustle or the hacks. And yeah, you're going to love it. lindsaydoeslanguages.com/grace and space to get your tickets. I'll talk more about it at the end. And if you're watching after the event, no problem. You can join my email list for updates about future events at lindsaydoeslanguages.com/list. And that will also get you my ultimate language resource list. Language motivation myth number 1. I need to feel motivated before I start. Here's where this goes wrong. Motivation often follows action. It doesn't have to come before it. The best example for this is getting outside to do exercise, right? Where it's really difficult first thing in the morning to get your clothes on, to get your running trainers on, and to head out the door. As soon as you're out the door, it's easy. The actual running part or the walking part or whatever it is you're doing, that is fine. That is such a good example of how you don't need to be motivated first. You can do the action, do the steps, and then the motivation will come. As soon as I get out that door, okay, headphones, music, then I'm out. Oh, okay, I've done it. I'm out the door. I feel good now. I'm ready to go. So motivation can come after action. You don't need to wait for that to start. So a better truth instead of this myth is that you can start with small, easy actions. You don't need to wait for a huge burst of motivation before you start or get back into learning a language. Let's say that you've dropped out a routine and you're wanting to get back on that horse, right? You want to pick things up again, but you're feeling like, I don't know. And part of that is because that you've stopped, right? Part of that feeling often when you have kind of dropped back from your languages for a while and then you think, do I want to start again? Am I ready? It's because you think you're going to stop again and you don't want that feeling again. So you're actually avoiding something way down the line, but that is blocking you from even getting started. So you can start small. Doesn't have to be some big, grandiose Monday morning, the whole thing, first of the month. It's going to be a brand new month, new me, right? New Monday, new me. No, it doesn't have to be that. It can be something really small just to get you started. Have you ever experienced this? What has helped you past it? I would love to know more on your thoughts on this in the comments. Motivation myth number 2. If I lose motivation, I have failed. Here's why this is wrong. Motivation naturally rises and falls, ebbs and flows. It is not something that is just fully consistent all the way. So when you lose motivation, this is just the natural flow. This is not failure. I often describe language learning as being in 2 key phases. We've got speedy gains and we've got steady growth. And speedy gains, this feels really good. This is when you are improving a lot in a short space of time. And often that speedy gains is followed by a phase of steady growth. Now, steady growth, unless we know how to deal with it, it feels less good, right? We might feel like, oh, I'm less motivated, I've plateaued, I'm stuck, I need another speedy gains, I need that back again. But no, not necessarily. All you need to do is know how to be comfortable with that steady growth. Because here's the truth, real consistency, lasting, sustainable language learning that you can be doing for years, even with different languages, even at different levels, that comes from having systems, having things set up that carry you through those low motivation phases. And motivation myth number 3, I need more willpower to be more consistent. Relying on willpower is unreliable. Think of it as a battery, right? It gets drained with those everyday decisions. The more things you have to think about and decide, not just in your language learning, but everything in your life, the more that is draining your willpower to do other things. So go back to that example of getting out the house and running. Your willpower to do that is going to be less if it's raining or cold outside. If you've had a really busy day and your feet are feeling a bit sore and you're feeling tired, You can't rely on willpower alone to be more consistent. And when we do this, when we do rely on willpower, that puts the blame inwards and boom, we blame ourselves. You are not the problem. What we need to do here is to reduce the friction. So we're not just relying on willpower and feeling motivation to be consistent. We're making sure that everything that we want to do consistently for our languages is as easy as possible, right? Let's say that you want to do writing every day. That notebook lives by your bedside, or it lives in your bag if you want to do it on the train, on your commute to work, for example. It does not live tucked away at the top of a shelf or in a cupboard somewhere. No, it needs to be somewhere easy where you're going to use it, right? That is what we're doing when we're reducing the friction, because then you need less willpower. You need less willpower to do your writing when the notebook is there in front of you. You need more willpower and more motivation when it's tucked away in a cupboard and you've got to go and find it. So we want to make it as easy as possible. And guess what? Motivation is going to be one of our topics at this year's Grace and Space. I'm very excited for this one. This year's event is happening 25th to 28th of September 2025. It's going to be so good. This is going to be the biggest Grace and Space ever. So many live sessions I've got planned for you. You can get your ticket for just $50 right here, lindsaydoeslanguages.com/Grace and Space. And if you're watching this after the event, you can sign up to be on my email list for updates about future events and get my ultimate language resource list at lindsaydoeslanguages.com/list. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, I'll pop a link to all the videos in this series up on a card and in the description. And of course, hit like, subscribe, tell a friend to make it as easy as possible for all of us to learn languages better.